Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Double T Insider. I'm your host, Taylor Peters. Lady Raider tennis made history over the weekend after clinching the first Big 12 tournament title. Texas Tech shared the regular season Big 12 title with Oklahoma State, so it was only fitting that the two would meet to settle the score once and for all at the conference tournament final. The Cowgirls may have taken the win in that title game last year, but that only fueled the Lady Raiders' run this season.
Probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever experienced, like being able to come back from that and beat OSU this year after losing to them last year, and representing the Double T like that is just such an honor, and being able to bring back this trophy is so amazing.
Unbelievable. Oh, so good.
I think that he got it on point. I feel like I'm like in a dream right now. After I won my match and I saw like some of the girls were up and we could win this, it felt like I was in a dream. Like Gabby and I were like holding each other on the side watching. We were so tight, but when we finished, like I don't even remember running. It was a blur running over there.
It's a feeling that I can describe right now. Well, we've been in this position. We played 3 finals so far, so we knew how to handle this situation better this time, and we did it. So we're really happy for this moment because it only happened today, but not 2 years ago, not last year. So it's a moment that we have to enjoy.
You know, winning the regular season was a big thing, but we'd never won a conference tournament title. We've been here 3 times, and you know, and like Oklahoma said, Chris Young said, Oklahoma State, you know, they're the champions until someone knocks them off at the tournament. And our girls saw that, and they were right. I mean, we were hungry to get that off our back, and coming here and get that is probably the most special moment in my coaching career.
Still to come on Double T Insider, see who's raising the bar in academic and athletic success with May's Scholar Athlete of the Month.
Double T Insider is brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank. Bank with confidence. The Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. Texas Farm Bureau. Register today for your chance to deliver the game ball and receive a VIP experience at a Texas Tech home football game. Contest details available at texastech.com. Texas Ford Dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas. And UMC. It's our hospital.
Well, track star Trey Culver didn't have to go far from home to find tremendous success on the field. He chose to remain in his hometown as a Red Raider, and he's continually soaring to great heights as he helps Texas Tech earn the nickname High Jump U. With grades as impressive as his jumps, he's named May's Scholar Athlete of the Month.
I'm Trey Culver. I high jump for the Texas Tech track team. I'm a junior, and my major is psychology. High school, like starting to think about college, I didn't really know like what majors meant, like how that worked, but they were just saying it's kind of something you're interested in, something you would like to do when you grow up. And so I started looking them up, and I learned about what a psychologist is, what psychology does, and I recognized like I like talking to people, I'm very sociable, I have a lot of friends, and I noticed that I like talking to them about like good things or bad things, like just talking in general. And so I kind of wanted to be a psychologist. Then I learned that there's, you can be like a psychologist, like a sports psychologist, and so that really interested me. And so that's why my major is psychology and my minor is kinesiology, to kind of have that sports field. But I definitely want to do something along the lines of being a sports psychologist or a coach and just helping athletes with the like mental aspect of sports. Anytime you have your free time, you have to make sure you're studying and handling your business, because track can take up a lot of your day. And so I definitely just make sure, like, any of my free time, I handle my schoolwork first, and then I can watch Netflix or whatever after that. Some things we do other than, you know, school and sports, that definitely takes up a lot of time, but free time, we like to play, you know, Xbox. Us and the teammates will play 2K and stuff like that, or FIFA. And we always like to go to movies. Even on the trips after the meet, we'll spend the night. So we'll, you know, Uber or walk to a movie theater, and we like to see the newest movies out. And we also like to bowl. And bowling gets real competitive on the track team, and so we go bowl on whenever there's cheap bowling nights, and so we like to do all that. So having my parents here in Lubbock is definitely very important to me, and I'm thankful for having them. It's just more support, just being able to go see them and talk to them and stuff like that, because I know just seeing my other teammates, I know that they really miss their family sometimes. Some are really far away, and so me being able to have them there and have them here is something I for sure don't take for granted. I'm definitely really, really thankful to have them here. My advice to Jared when he comes here is definitely just to make sure and keep his focus. There's a lot in the college life that can surround you, and you can lose your focus real quick and get caught up. So just my advice to him is just gonna for sure be just make sure you focus. And I mean, his work ethic is great, so make sure that he just keeps working hard and know that you're moving up a level, so it's gonna take even more hard work than it took in high school to be successful. Two people who have helped in the academics is Suzanne and Shelby in the Marshall Sharp building. They make sure we're on top of it, and they help us a lot. If we need tutors, anything, they're there for us, and they make sure we're on top of things and handle our business. So big thanks to them for sure. My parents just taught me if you're gonna do something, give it your all. Don't halfway do things, and so just all my life we've been taught and raised to do that. And so just getting here, it's first nature, and just making sure I handle my business because you're here for a reason. And so I just always been taught to school comes first, handle your schoolwork because that's more important, because my legs and my high jump career at someday will end, but my brain and my education, that's something that'll last, and that's something that could provide for my family in the future. And so that's something I for sure focus on high school and even when I got here.
Up next on Double T Insider, we go international with men's golf's Hurley Long.
Hallo, mein Name ist Hurley Long. Ich komme aus Deutschland und ich spiele fürs Texas Tech Men's Team, und ich bin Junior im College. My grandfather's name was Hurley. It's actually Hurley He. And it's an Irish name, and my dad named me after him. My first name's actually Christopher, but it's Christopher Hurley He Hogan for Ben Hogan Long, and my dad always called me Hurley, and that's really who I am, is Hurley. I grew up in Germany. I lived there until I went to college. I grew up by Heidelberg in Germany. It's a really beautiful town, and my dad's a golf pro, so I grew up on the golf course, really. I started playing when I was 1, and went to the World Championships when I was 7, and really golf was always my passion. I always loved golf, and really got serious about golf, I would say, at 15, playing internationally in Europe, and then obviously coming to college was the next step for me. Germany, it rains quite a bit. It's fairly cold until you get into end of April, and it's actually pretty cold right now still. But Lubbock is always, sun's always shining, it's windy. It's not windy in Germany. I didn't think it was very hard. I love it. I'm a pretty laid-back guy. I don't go out that much, so I embrace the laid-back culture that people have here. People are so nice. The weather's good. You're always in a good mood. I love that. You know, I didn't have to adapt or anything. It was I fit right in.
Hurley Long and Red Raider Golf continue to push their way to the postseason, and despite brutal conditions at the Big 12 tournament, they remain one of the top programs in the country.
These guys come here to get tested, tested on places like Prairie Dunes, and so they kind of know what they sign up for. And when you come here, you know you're going to get a little bit of the breeze and a little bit of cold. I think this is really going to help us out playing, you know, these type of conditions, and then you go play some other places. Golf's going to feel a little bit easy. I feel like the ball striking stays there, but if we can clean up the chipping and a little bit of the short putting, that we honestly we can beat anybody in the country. And so I think the guys know that. I think we'll put some work in that, and it just comes down to believing in that and working hard and trusting it. We'll be fine.
Still to come, as Texas Tech softball has closed the door to conference play, they've set their eyes on revenge at the Big 12 tournament. We hear from 3 seniors who are determined to close their career on a high note.
That one is long gone.
I feel like I've grown a ton in the last 4 years at Texas Tech, and I feel like a lot of that I owe to Coach G and the coaching staff in general, because now I just come out every day and I'm just ready to play, and we're not afraid of what's going to get thrown at us. The legacy that we want to leave is just being so hardworking and so competitive that everybody that follows behind us falls into that trend, and they see the standard that we've set and worked hard to set. Okay, what am I going to miss about Lubbock? I think just Texas Tech, the coolest atmosphere I've been able to be a part of. So, like we say, Lubbock or leave it, and I ended up Lubbock in it.
The shortstop, number 24, Brittany Warnicki.
Everything here is just all about Texas Tech, and I love that. The fan support is great, and anywhere you go, it's just always about Tech, and I think that's awesome. The best thing I'm going to take away from playing softball here at Texas Tech would just be the relationships that I made. I've made some of my best friends throughout this 4 years that I've been here, and they're people that I'll talk to for the rest of my life. I think I've grown a lot of ways since I've been here. I feel like I've learned so much just being a part of a team and being with people every day. I just want to thank the coaching staff for the past 3 years that they've been here with us. I think that they have taught us so much on the field and off the field. There's life lessons that I'll take away from just being here in general, and I just want to thank them for this opportunity.
Checking in to bat for the Red Raiders, number 1, Sarah Weber.
So my favorite thing about the coaches is that they've made this program a family, and being so far away from my real family, it's really been a blessing to be a part of this program and have the support that this program has given me. The coaches have really pushed us past any mental things that we've ever thought like we had barriers for. They really push us to be our best and just be above the potential that we thought we had. I think the senior class really wants to leave the legacy of how hard we've worked and just set the groundwork, and we really hope to see the program grow in the next coming years, and we really hope that the younger classes just really follow what we've started. Being a Red Raider to me means being a part of this family forever and really getting to continue the traditions, and it's something that I'll always be proud of. Beckham.
Stay with us. We'll be right back on Double T Insider. Texas Tech women's basketball is welcoming the newest addition to their coaching staff and new assistant coach, Shimmy Gray Miller. Coach Candy Whitaker says she brings energy and experience to the court.
On the ride back to the airport, I told Candy that I wanted to be a Lady Raider. I believe that in life, there's only 3 things you can control. You can only control your attitude, your energy, and your effort. That's it. And if you're able to do those 3 things consistently, then you're living pretty good. For Candy, I'm going to be whatever she needs me to be. I'm great at making suggestions, and when she makes a decision, then I'm going to do everything I can to make that come to fruition. For the players, same thing. I'm going to be what they need me to be, but more than anything, I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to be very authentic with them. I kind of have a saying, you want truth or you want harmony? Because sometimes the truth hurts, but that's where you're going to grow. And so I'm always going to choose truth over harmony. I think recruiting is really about just building relationships, and I'm a relationship type of person. I have a lot of experiences. I've lived all over the country. I've played professional basketball in Portugal. So all of my experiences kind of make me who I am, and it just allows me to be very comfortable in different environments with people from all different walks. I've watched Texas Tech. We've had mutual opponents, so I got to watch them play. You know, Jada's a beast on the boards. I love post players. I work with post players, you know. Erin, the transfer from Louisville, I remember her when she was in high school. Rasay Caldwell, I remember her when she was in high school. Laren Brooks, I coached against her. I'm just really excited about what's here, and like I said, we're really on the cusp of doing something special.
Stay tuned after the break. We remember a man whose mark on Texas Tech football will never be forgotten.
Double T Insider was brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank. Bank with confidence. The Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. Texas Farm Bureau. Register today for your chance to deliver the game ball and receive a VIP experience at a Texas Tech home football game. Contest details available at texastech.com. Texas Ford dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas. And UMC, it's our hospital.
As most people would say, one of a kind, but one of a kind in a really special way and in the right way. You know, Spike, in his own way, always wanted to do the right things, and above and beyond all, you know, it's the impact that he had on so many other lives and the young people that came through his football program, as was indicated at the ceremony, is, you know, it's just unbelievable the type of impact, long-lasting, lifetime values that he presented and monitored on so many lives.
Your stories time and time again when I'm recruiting against him. He comes in the house and takes his shoes off, or he's got his blue jeans on. He throws his leg over the side of the couch while he's eating ice cream with the recruits, and just, I mean, stuff that you can't overcome if you're trying to beat him. But he was such an innovator. He was doing the hurry-up offense with a quick huddle 5 yards from the line of scrimmage before anybody else. He wouldn't ever take any credit for anything. I used to tell him, why don't you just say thank you? People come up and brag on you all the time. You say, no, I didn't do nothing. I said, just say thank you. Just say thank you, because he was a tremendous coach and loyal friend.
What I loved about the man, he had a heart of gold. He would do anything for you at any time. You know, he always used to tell us that, you know, if you could count on someone that, you know, you needed to make that one phone call for that one person to be there for you, you know, who would that person be? And he always challenged us to find, you know, friends and teammates like that. Well, he was that way as a coach. I mean, he would be the one, if you were ever in any need of anything, you could always count on him. You could call him at any time of the day, wherever you were, he would be there for you.
For exclusive content and all the stories that you've seen here, head on over to TexasTech.com. You can also follow us on social media at Tech Athletics on Twitter and search for Texas Tech Athletics on Facebook. Tune in for the final episode of Double T Insider next week. Same place, same time. I'm Taylor Peters. Thanks for watching.